I just got back from seeing The Boy and the Heron, the latest Studio Ghibli film, by Miyazaki, which I'm a big fan of. And this movie, I didn't really know anything about it. I just seen the poster with the boy and the heron, and it's a really simple poster, but man, this movie shows you so many things and takes you to different places. And let me tell you something, this movie, you have no idea what it's going to show you next. It's so imaginative and crazy. Some of it just doesn't make sense, but it's not about that. It's about the feelings you had as a child. You know, as a child, as a kid, or even as an adult. Sometimes the world is a weird and crazy and scary place. Sometimes it's a beautiful place. It takes those feelings and puts it into a drawing, into a picture. And that's what this is about. You have to be able to let go of reality and sense, common sense, and just sense and story. I mean, there's a story, but that's not what this is about. It's about, if you let go and let the imagination flow over you from what you're seeing on screen, it just takes you to places, and it gives you the feelings in moments of your childhood or during your life that are put onto images, and it just reminds you of that. There's a lot of beauty. Nobody can make, and this applies to this movie too. Nobody can make a movie or scenes where just walking in grass, where the character is walking in the grass, you feel it, and it feels so good. Breathing the air, being alive. You know, no, not even a real movie can do that, like real shot movies. But the way these Studio Ghibli movies are, including this one, you can feel grass like you've never felt before. You can feel the air and the beauty of the world like you've never felt even in real film. You know? It's a beautiful movie. It's a surprise at every scene that comes up. You're like, you'll never guess what's going to happen, and you'll never guess what you're going to see. And you're going to be thinking to yourself, what the heck is going on? Or really? What? Or wow. Or there's all these moments. So it has a darker tone than some of the other movies, especially like Ponyo. Ponyo is like more like a children type. This is like a child that's grown up, and you're watching it as an adult, and you're understanding a child's point of view. I feel like that's what I got out of it. It was beautiful. I need to watch it again because I don't know. I just need to. I want to understand it more, and I want to relive the scenes that they have, and all the details. So much detail, just detail of putting shoes on, putting pants on. I'm like, wow, this is a drawing, you know, and they did it so well. And you know, the sounds. It's a very quiet movie in a sense that there's not a lot of sound to it, like you know, surround sound, this, that, and the other. But that's the beauty of it. You focus in on, like, just even the sound of footsteps walking, and then that becoming the scene. You know, it's a whole different level of animation, and it just boils down the beauty of life into very simple things that you would gloss over in other movies because it's not the main point of the scene or whatever. But this was a really cool movie to see, and I had so much fun. You know, in the beginning I was like ooh ah, and then there were points where I was like, what the heck is going on? You know, and then there's a switch in my head that flipped on, that you let go of trying to analyze a scene or what the story is or whatever, and just let the movie wash over you and the scenery and what they're presenting to you. And it just takes you to a different world. That's the best way I can describe it. It's feelings put into a painting, an art, animation, and presented to you, and you feel like you did go on an adventure with characters and all that, and I love that stuff. So must watch, but not for people who are only used to regular movies where there's a plot and the scene has to have a point and blah 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 blah. There's more to this than that. There's a deeper level on this. So hope you get a chance to watch it. Check it out. I will be watching it again. Thank you for joining me.